Thank you, Mitra, and a very hearty welcome to everybody to the inauguration of online edition of Oil and Gas Industry Meet, Decarbonization and Growth of Oil and Gas Industry. Respected Chief Guest Sri Amarnath, Additional Secretary Exploration, MOPNG, Sri R.K. Srivastava, Director Exploration, ONGC. Thank you, sir, for your nicely addressed welcome note. You have covered almost all the related issues. Sri Subramaniam Sharma, the whole-time Director and Senior Executive Vice President, Energy of L&T. Sri Sundarajan, MD and Country Manager of Equinor, and S.K. Maitra, former Director onshore ONGC. I am very delighted to be here today with a very esteemed panel of luminaries from the hydrocarbon industry and looking forward to hear the special address from Mr. Tarun Kapoor, Secretary MOPNG, Government of India. So let me just share a few things that came into my mind while we were planning for this conference. So the first and foremost was India is the world's third largest energy consuming nation, and if you come from since 2000, the use of energy has increased twofold, out of which 80% is still being made by coal, oil and solid biomass. So our country imports close to 85% of crude, which translates approximately to 45% of primary energy demand, and will increase in the future with increase in economic growth. Some reports anticipate that India to experience largest increase in energy demand over the next 20 years than any other country. So as a man from upstream oil and gas industry, I just wanted to emphasize the urgency for India's energy sector to accelerate the efforts to develop the available indigenous resources, which necessitates the upstream oil and gas sector to ramp up production from the existing mature fields, monetize the small fields at affordable cost. This is what we have been doing, and now going for some accelerated approach in our fields for reducing further imports. So now again drawing attention to one of the reports published by McKinsey, the oil and gas operations account for 9% of all human-made greenhouse gases. So in addition, it produces the fuels that create another 33% of global emissions. So there is a need for reduction in carbon footprint if the world hopes to effectively fight climate change and keep volatile energy market under control. So the theme of the conference has been chosen accordingly, and I feel this theme is very apt and meaningful. And thus the whole program was designed for deliberations on the topics that are of highest relevance for the upstream industry globally. During initial planning days for the conference, our team also realized that this was just before COP26 and the best time to get the stakeholders from oil and gas industry ecosystem to deliberate over these concerns of India's E&P sector. If you consider today, our thoughts are now also echoed in recently concluded Saudi Green Summit in Riyadh, when the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman also stated that world's top oil exporters aim to reach net zero, maybe with a gap of 10 years from US. It is hoped that we'll all win from the subject matter experts and specialists about the new technology interventions that will enable us to explore, develop, and produce at affordable cost with lesser carbon footprint. That is most important. Today, I also recall last year in March 2020, so attending the Camtech's very successful edition of on-ground trade show and conference just before the world went into a sort of complete lockdown, a complete halt. And I congratulate Camtech for organizing the event digitally now to engage a much larger audience from across the globe. So once again, I welcome all of you to this Oil and Gas World Expo 2021, and I invite you to experience the digital display of technology and join extensive deliberations and go back with multitudes of concepts and lot of ideas to ponder on roadmap of upstream. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.